I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good, man. Just keeping a smile on my face. So it's definitely been it's been a better week than last week.
And a smile we love to see and always enjoy. So let's get the hard question out of the way. First, how you feeling? Sorry to hear about the injury, obviously.
Yeah.
All your fans are sorry to hear about the injury. So again, how you feeling? Give us a bit of insight.
I'm feeling pretty good, man. Hey, first, I just want to say to everybody, sorry I was a little late. I was getting my knee worked on, and I definitely the time got away. Didn't have my phone on me, so sorry about that. But now I'm doing a lot better. Last week was it was kind of tough, just never had an injury of this gravity, so it definitely was a tough week. So it's definitely up. It's gonna be ups and downs throughout the whole process, but overall, just feeling better, and just getting the swelling out of it, and just trying to rehab as much as possible right now.
And everyone's going to ask the same question, but I sort of want to set the scene. Give us a bit of an idea. Like you're on it, the injury happens, right? And all those things that go through your head, and considering it was friendly, from one of your teammates, again, accident. But just give us a bit of an insight of what was going through your head at the time. Like there must have been a million things happening. Just give us a bit of insight there.
Yeah, the first thing I was thinking was, what was the injury? That's the first thing that went on in my head, and I was thinking maybe I don't think it's that serious, and it kind of blanked out for a little bit. Just really didn't. I guess I had so much going on in my head that I wasn't thinking straight. But once I kind of got up and started walking, I felt like I knew something might be wrong. So just a lot of thoughts going on in my head, and it's crazy because I never had an injury, this big, and it's when you get an injury like this, you just kind of you can tend to freak out a little bit. So it was that was a long night. I didn't sleep too much that night. I probably got like 4 hours of sleep, and just waited. Had to wait for my MRI the next day, and didn't get the news that I was wanting to hear. I was hoping it was just going to be like an MCL sprain or something like that. And so yeah, wasn't the news that I was expecting. But overall, I feel like I'm definitely going to bounce back from it. And it wasn't a lot of damage, so that's a good thing. And man, I'm just excited to grow from the process, and I feel like it's going to make me stronger as a player and a person.
Well, we know you as a positive, happy-go-lucky, positive person. So we know, all your fans know, you're going to power through and come out stronger, and we all want to follow you on that journey. So we're all with you, my friend. Again, speaking for everybody, but we know you're going to pull through. So let's get the fans who've been waiting on, keen to talk with you. Let's get them on. We're going to move across to Justin. Justin, thanks for waiting on, my friend. Where are you calling in from tonight?
How's it going, Avery? How are you, man?
Oh, Justin. Doing good.
Hey, man. I'm calling from Syracuse, New York, and upstate. How are
you? Syracuse, man. I'm relaxing tonight, man. I'm relaxing. I've been relaxing for like a week.
Hey, man. So I'm sorry to hear about the injury. I just want to let you know that, things happen. You're going to get stronger through this. It's just a freak thing. And you're going to come back stronger than ever next year, no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
When you went down, I think my heart sank, and all Jets fans across the world, my heart sank after that. We know how big of a part you are to this team, but I think the team will rally around you.
Yeah.
And big things are going to happen next year, man. I'm pumped for you for next year.
Man. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah. Now I definitely feel like it's going to. I feel like it happens for a reason, and I feel like
exactly everything does happen for a reason, and in life there's obstacles you got to go through every single day, and you're gonna push through it, and things are only gonna go up from here. Exactly. I just want to let you know all the fans are behind you 100%, and we got your back, man. We got your back.
It, man. That's love right there. Thanks a
Hey,
lot.
so going to my question, I don't want to hold up too long because I know a lot of other fans that wanted to talk with you as well. But my question really was, going through an injury like this is challenging, it's difficult, and as you see the news we got last night with Andrew Luck, what's the biggest? I guess where do you get your drive from, and where does that motivation come from to want to get better and want to get to that level that you were on before and maybe even better next season?
I mean, it's just something inside, man. You know, I want to be great. You know, I really was working hard this camp, and was really having a really good camp, and I was really just locked in. So I feel like the motivation now is just to prove to everybody and myself as well, you know, that I can be the same player that I was and even better. You know, continue to get better, and
exactly.
Like, you know, mentally, I can do it, and I just have to make sure I'm doing everything right. So it's gonna be about Avery Williamson this year. That's what it's gonna have to be about.
Exactly.
Just kind of cut out a lot of stuff and just make sure that I'm focused and locked in on what I have to do.
I appreciate it. Keep your head up, man. And it was a two-part question. Who's the biggest influence in you in your life, man? I saw you got your degree from Kentucky, and I really appreciated that. And you're a big influence. Who is your biggest in your life?
I say my dad. My dad, man.
Your dad?
He's the biggest influence, man.
That's awesome.
He helps me with a lot of decisions. So he's the ringleader.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate the love, bro. For real. Get up.
Hey, Justin. So, you know, asking the question later, right, and showing him a lot of love, a lot of support, which is awesome. What was going through your head when you saw the injury? Like,
as a diehard Jets fan, it was crushing. You know, as soon as I saw it, you know, I knew it didn't look good, and that no one was really talking about it. You know, the commentators, nobody even really knew, I think, till after the game. And then, you know, when we got the news after the game that he was going in for an MRI the next day, you know, it didn't look good. But crushed, you know what? He was playing really well. I was watching that game. I think he had 2 sacks on Matt Ryan, and he was coming in quick. And him and CJ were gelling big time. And I know Avery was the quarterback of that defense last season, and I knew he was really looking to make that next step with CJ in the middle, and he was going to have a dominant season without a doubt. But like you know, everything happens for a reason, like he said, and sky's the limit from here.
Couldn't have said it any better. The sky's the limit, and coming back stronger is the best thing. Avery, can you tell us maybe what your dad said to you? You know, he's the ringleader, right? He would have had some words of wisdom for you when it happened.
Well, he tried to calm me down, and he was like, well, maybe it's not bad. It's just you know, just bruised. But I mean, he just told me that, you know, just to keep my head up, and you know, just you gotta just look at the positives. You know, positive things. You know, I get a year of rest in my body, and you know, it's you know, added some years to my career. So that's some things that he said to me. So you know, just kind of put things into perspective. And, you know, he was saying, you know, you've had a good career so far. The first injury, you know, so just be thankful, you know, is you know, your first one, and hopefully it's your last. But he's just trying to make me feel better. It helped a little bit. Then when I crashed again, he definitely helped out a lot.
Again, you know, the love and the support, that's what counts, right? That's the biggest thing. So
exactly.
100%. Well, Justin, thank you for that.
No problem.
Thanks again for holding on tight.
Absolutely.
We're going to jump across to Chris Avery. So, Chris, where are you calling in from? And again, thanks for holding on and sitting tight for Avery. Where are you calling in from, Chris?
I'm calling from Staten Island. Me and Avery actually been speaking for a little bit of a long while now, even going into last year. He took a picture with me, Leonard Williams, Terrell Basham, and my boy Rich after the Giants preseason game. You remember that?
Yeah.
it was like an honor to meet him. He's like the man, nicest guy I could have met.
Man, nice to meet you too, bro.
I was honestly just like going back to what Justin said when we were watching the game. I was watching the first half. Only got into like the midway through the first quarter, and then I went to go play football myself. And we were playing football, and then we like took like a little halftime break. And I checked the notifications on my phone, and Bleacher Report said that like, oh, Avery went to the locker room with a knee injury. And I was like, no. And then I'm looking everywhere to try and find like a video or something like that, and nothing's coming up. And then I go home, and my mom, thank God, she DVR'd the game. And I'm watching, I'm like, you know, I can't make a judgment. I'm not a doctor. And like, and then I got the news, and I was crushed because, you know, like I've been at every camp, and you're just looking amazing. Like you've been looking amazing in camp. But I know, like Justin said, you're going to come back better than ever.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to next year. You got an offense that's going to go crazy this year.
I see
You got an offense that's going to go crazy this year.
I like it. Man.
You know they're going to go crazy this year.
I will be on the side.
It's all love for you, bro.
Oh yeah, no doubt, bro.
I'll be meeting you during the game.
Yeah, man, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you on the sideline.
Yeah, once I get the surgery and you know can kind of walk again, I'll definitely get to the sideline and you know be with the guys. So I miss being out there with them. But I'll be there supporting them though all year.
Oh, I'll be there too. Don't you worry. I'll be there too.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. For real.
So, Chris, you must have a burning question there for Avery. Jump in there. Go ahead, mate.
Yeah, sorry for holding it up. I just got a little excited. Yeah, so obviously with that injury, it's really serious. And, you know, as much as I have, like, confidence in you and coming back, it is tough. Do you have, like, a routine in place that you, like, going to use to come back? Like, do you have, like, a specific trainer or something like that, you know, like a routine? I don't know if you, like, have gotten advice from people that have experienced a similar injury, but, like, just to kind of get, like, an insight as to how you're feeling about that.
Yeah, I mean, right now, this is all new. So not really sure, like, I guess certain trainers and things like, really I just be rehabbing. I'll be rehabbing here at the facility for now. But, I mean, I've never had an injury this serious. So the biggest thing is just using my trainers here at the facility. And, you know, if I do go anywhere else, you know, for a little bit of time, just to make sure that I have a good system set up in place whenever I travel. Really, I'd say a huge part of it is nutrition. Make sure that I'm eating and sleeping well. That's a huge part, you know. So, I mean, you got to make sure that even though you're not playing right now, I want to make sure that my body's still in good shape and, you know, I'm taking care of myself and, you know, eating right things. So that, like, diet's a huge part. Diet and, I mean, as long as I'm doing the, you know, all the stuff that my trainers are telling me, I feel like I should be fine.
If you're part of that recovery team for Avery, and you're like obviously on the motivational side, like you said, you're not a doctor, but to motivate him along the way, what would you be saying to Avery every day? Like keep your eye on the prize, or any sort of advice you give Avery?
I would just tell him, you know, just keep it, take it one day at a time. He's had a great camp. Sorry, that's my mom. Yeah, I just tell you, take it one day at a time. Obviously, Godspeed. That's all I'm going to tell you. You know, I got total confidence, not just in you as a player, but just with your personality. You just got a football personality that every team would love. And that's one of the biggest attractions when you signed here. I just loved your personality, like the way you handle the media and the way you handle the fans. You know, it's definitely inspiring in my eyes.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. That means a whole lot.
Yeah, it's inspiring.
That means a whole lot.
Yeah.
Try to keep doing my thing, man, being the same person.
I want to get in that building one day. I'm going to get in that building one day. I'm going to work for you guys one day, I'm telling you. Maybe not as a player, but front office-wise.
Hey, I hope I'm still there.
I'll be there. Oh, yeah. I'm going to school right across the street, bro. I'm going to school right across the street.
Hey, well, thanks, Chris, and thanks for holding on, and thanks for passing those words of advice and support. Like, amazing. So,
Definitely.
Avery, you would have challenged, like you said, this is your first major injury, but you would have faced some level of adversity and major challenges in your life previously. I mean, look where you are today, right? You know, you've got to the highest level in your sport, but can you give a bit of insight of some of the other challenges you faced and how you've overcome them in the past?
Yeah, I never had a serious injury, but I'll say the biggest, my biggest test was when I first went to college and you know, leaving home and, you know, having to be away from my parents, you know, not having the support that I, you know, had for my first 18 years, you know. I said that was probably the toughest part of my career. And it was just a challenge because, you know, in the new environment, new players, just new area. You know, I was 5 hours away from home, and you know, I hit a point during camp where I was like, I really don't want to do this anymore. You know, and I mean, I easily could have just been like, you know, quit and, you know, been done with it. But you know, I knew that I had, you know, a lot to prove. You know, I had to prove to myself that I could do it. You know, I didn't want to give up a full scholarship, and you know, it just a lot was riding on it. So you know, I just made sure that I just buckled down. You know, I was even battling. Actually, I was battling an injury then. I just had turf toe. I got turf toe and fractured my foot like 3 weeks before camp started. So, you know, that was an injury, like my first time actually like having an injury. So you know, it was painful. You know, away from home. So it was tough, man. So I feel like that was a point where I was just like, you know, if I can get through this, you know, I can do whatever. So that definitely separated me from the rest. I feel like
You just kept going and kept like,
power through.
Yeah, and you face those challenges and they make you stronger on the other side. And you know, amazing.
It definitely does.
And you don't get to where you are.
It definitely does. Yeah, I wouldn't be here today if I didn't push through it.
100%, 100%. Well, we're going to jump across now to Andrew. We're going to bring Andrew in and let him have a chat with you. So, Andrew, where are you calling in from tonight?
I'm calling from Cranston, Rhode Island.
Nevada.
No, Cranston, Rhode Island.
Oh, Rhode Island. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Nevada. Rhode Island. What's going on, man?
So, first of all, I want to say I hope for a speedy recovery, and
Thank you.
just like Jamal Adams said on Twitter, the season's for you.
I appreciate that, man. I you know, all the support, man, that the guys, you know, had for me, you know, from when it first happened to, and now, it's awesome. And, you know, it makes me feel better when I go in the building and can be around everybody. And, you know, just you know, that's your family away from family. So, love those guys and definitely appreciate all the support.
Yeah. So my question for you is, how did you become successful, like all around? Like you're an amazing linebacker. How did you become that successful?
Man, just hard work. You know, when I was shoot, even going back to high school, like middle school, like I was always trying to do something extra. If I could do something extra, you know, I didn't know exactly what to do. I just know I wanted to get strong and fast. So it was either, you know, working out, doing push-ups, or pulling a tire. You know, in high school, you know, I was doing a lot of extra stuff. When I got to college, I just always tried to figure out what my weaknesses were and worked on it. And that's how I approach, you know, today. You know, look at my weaknesses, thing that I do. Actually, when I'm in the when I'm going through practice, I do this for like practicing games. So after every practice, we go through film. I'll look at my mistakes, write them down on a piece of paper, and so I'll have a mental image of what I did wrong. So I'll look back through it that night and see what I did wrong, look at it, and that way I can be able to correct it the next day. And I do that for games as well. You know, just putting down little things I can get better at. So, you know, continue to work on it each week in practice, and that's how I feel like I elevate my game, is just finding the weakness and make it better.
Thank you.
And you can do that. That's just in life too. In life, man,
Yeah.
you know, working on a weakness, man. Whatever is something that you have that you're not as strong at. Just write it down, take a mental note of it, and continue to work at it.
I'll definitely always remember that. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem, bro. Appreciate the
And
support.
Thank you.
Andrew, you just heard it from the best, right? You know, the brain training
the
and
best.
the best, right? So, you know, give us an example, Andrew. Are you going to do that tomorrow? As soon as you wake up tomorrow, are you going to do the same thing, or what? Give us an idea.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever I feel like I'm doing something like that I'm weak at, I'll definitely like write it down and try to fix it to become like a better person, better overall, and everything that I do.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you for those words,
Beautiful.
man.
No problem, bro. No problem, man. Glad I could tell him.
Thank you.
See, Avery, like, this is a perfect situation. This is why, again, everyone knows you're going to power through this because of how positive you are, and you're able to reflect on things and better them. You know, you spoke about the challenge that when you're in college, you know, you're facing a challenge now. You spoke about how, you know, you've conditioned yourself to look at those things that have occurred or weaknesses and better them the next day. You spoke about nutrition and how important staying strong is. Like, tie all those things together, and, you know, it's a stupid question maybe, but we know you're going to apply the same things to get you through this, right? Like, is there anything else you're going to sort of take on? Is there any other sort of new techniques?
Just for like pushing through, getting my body right.
Absolutely.
I've been thinking of things like, I know I want to just make sure that I have a complete body empowerment this year. You know, just working on everything possible. Any little moment that I have, you know, I want to make sure that I get them stronger, and just want to work on the little things. I feel like my knee, it'll bounce back, but I want to you know, make sure that I have a good core, and I feel like when I come back next year, my body will be like amazing.
Perfect. And then, you know, and a team is your family, right? So can you give us some insight of how your teammates have supported you and the advice and love they've given you?
I mean, just simple things like just checking up on me, seeing how I'm doing. That's easy, you know. And just when I'm in the building, just I mean, you know, guys feel sorry for you at first, but like, just I don't want to be like, oh, Avery, you all right? You know what I'm saying? Just make you feel normal. You know, they make you feel normal, man. So you know, it's a tough time, but like they make sure to show love, and you know, just you know, treat me the same, and not pushing me away, but you know, bringing me in closer.
Absolutely. Hey, well, Andrew, thanks for your question, my friend, and good to have you on. We're going to move across to Ethan. Ethan, where are you calling in from tonight?
I'm coming from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
New Jersey, in the building. What's going on?
Not too much. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Pretty good.
I talked to you, what was it, 6 months ago for the first FanCast, and just the positivity and, you know, the positive things that you spread, it's really contagious, and I think it embodies the Jet spirit and just the way that any human being should carry themselves. So thank you for that.
Hey, thank you, man. That's awesome. Appreciate those words.
Of course. So my question is, how important is it to you to be involved with the team in this upcoming season, despite rehabbing with an injury?
I feel like it's definitely important, and you know, some guys, you know, shy away and don't want to be a part of it. But I feel like, you know, as me being on this team, you know, I want to make sure I'm still providing leadership, but I also want to make sure that I'm keeping my mind sharp. So, you know, I want to make sure I'm still involved, you know, learning things, you know, increasing my mental game, you know, while I can't physically play. You know, I want to make sure that I'm, you know, increasing my game mentally, and you know, providing any type of information, you know, to the team that I can, you know, to help this team be successful.
who have you seen sparks from, especially the younger, more unproven players throughout camp and in the past year that, Jets fans like myself should keep their eye out for?
Well, I mean, shoot, man, I feel like, Quentin, man, he's going to be great. Like Quentin, I mean, everybody kind of knows that. I feel like he's going to be great for us, man. He's a beast. But I'm trying to think. You put me on the spot. I think he's the impressive one out of the rookie class, man. And I mean, he's gonna be a great player. He's got good energy. He always got a smile on his face, man. He's a solid dude. So I'm excited to see his development and how he continues to improve over the year.
And how has it been with the new coach, new coordinators? Throughout the board, a lot of new blood in the building. How's it been?
Man, it's been great. Coach Williams, he's crazy, but he's definitely got some good energy. And he's I mean, I feel like he's definitely he's not afraid. He's not going to back off. He's the type of defensive coordinator that you want, man. So, man, I wish I could have been out there this year with him, but man, I'm excited to to have him. I feel like we have a great staff here, and want to keep everything together, man. And, hoping for a lot of success this year, so we can keep this group together.
Speaking of the success this year, not to put you on the spot too much, but if you had a number, how many wins do you think is realistic for this squad?
Sure, we could definitely get a 10-win season. 10-win season, man. But man, there's no limits, man. I'm telling you, you never know how. Once you get in the groove, you never know what can happen. And
that's what I've been saying the whole time. I've been saying I think 9-10 is super realistic and definitely attainable. And all my friends, I don't know, there's just something about the Jets. We always get slept on, but I love it. Whatever.
I like for us to stay in the shadows. So
yeah.
So I'm excited for what we're gonna do this year. I think we're gonna
absolutely.
And leading into that, right? What's the possibility? Ethan, come on, give us the probability. What do you think that 9 and 10 is going to come around? Pretty good. It's what are your thoughts there?
I think 9 wins plus 70. I'll go 73%. Calling it right now.
I like it.
It's going.
Man, Ethan.
We're going to remember now when you hit 73 plus, we're going to be calling an Ethan saying, told you should have been 74. Should have been 74.
Absolutely.
Hey, so Avery, what's your thoughts on the season and obviously going through camp and everything? You've got good insight there, but can you tell us how the team's feeling? What's going on there?
A lot of good vibes. I feel like we know that we have a good group in the building. Got the talent. I feel like the work ethic. We definitely. I mean, we was putting in a lot of work this camp. I feel like they were definitely. We got the right guys in to help shape the culture, and I feel like the work that we were putting in, all spring and in the summer, was awesome. So, I mean, it was just like it was a different mindset this camp, and just come out and just push through it, and that's what we did. So, I mean, that's what it takes. You got a group of guys that is willing to work and sacrifice. That's huge. So. And then work well together. I mean, that makes for a great team. So that's why I'm, excited to see what this group is going to do.
Yeah, we're all excited and watching closely. Hey, so Ethan, first couple of things out of the season. What's your call on that? Give us a couple of highlights. Tell the future.
I can't wait in week 2 at MetLife under the lights until we beat the Browns. I think that because, America is super, super high on the Browns right now. I can't wait for Sam, Jamal, and company to come in and show them the real team in New York.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's one we got to circle, right?
Yeah. Heck yeah. Can't wait for that.
What are your thoughts on the Browns for this season? What do you think their potential's like?
They have a lot of potential, but potential is nothing once you get on the field.
Yep.
It's not used in the right way. So
exactly.
Yeah. Still got to prove it.
Agreed.
Beautiful, Ethan. Thanks for coming on. Show your support for Avery. That's awesome. Hey, Avery,
Absolutely.
we've got a
Thank you for
shout
having
out.
me.
No problem. We've got a shout out to Avery from Jacob. Jacob's now living in California. Big Jets fan. He wants to know, what was your first jersey that you bought as a kid when you had to have a jersey, you had to have a number? Can you remember which one it was?
First jersey I bought. Actually, my first jersey was actually given to me. It was a hand-me-down from my cousin. It was a Michael Jordan. So that was my first jersey I ever had. I had it in like the 6th grade, and that was like my prized possession. You know, I loved it. That was my first jersey. I never had a jersey. My mom, she wouldn't. My parents wouldn't buy it because it was too expensive. So I didn't get to experience that. But nah. If I probably would have had a Ray Lewis jersey. It was my choice. Yeah, would have a Ray Lewis jersey.
And how does it feel? Again, getting a bit nostalgic, but how does it feel to know that there's young men out there and young women out there that have also got your jersey on the wall?
Man, it's cool.
They're looking up to you.
Yeah, it's really cool, to see that people really are looking up to me in the sense of just like idolizing what I do. It's really awesome. You don't think of yourself as having that platform, but you'd be surprised like how much people really truly love what you do on and off the field. It's really awesome.
No, beautiful and inspiration, right? Hey, so I'm gonna jump back to Justin. Justin, just thinking about all the things that Avery said and what the sort of sentiment is around the season. What's your thoughts on the next few months, the early stage of the season? What's your thoughts?
So in the next few months, I think this team, is only going to grow. And I think, having Avery out is definitely, puts a damper on things. But I think going forward, the chemistry is there. All the players the vibes are great. Like everybody is on another level right now. They want to win. They want to be great. The fans want it. The players want it. And I'm just really looking forward, to how this team is going to take that next step and try to cement themselves as possible playoff contending team. And I think they really can. I look at this team as a 10-6, 11-5 team if everybody can stay healthy from here on out. And I just hope Avery's a part of this, is still every bit a part of this team and is always, in the mix with the guys, even though he's not going to be out there, unfortunately.
Yeah, so Avery, unpack that for us. Everybody knows that your friendly, upbeat attitude is a massive part of the team. So how do you keep that inclusive? How do you keep that going?
Just being around and just making sure that, just pushing yourself to, stay positive, do it all. And I feel like that, even though I'm not playing, being a leader on this team, I feel like you can still have a huge impact. So whether it's in practice meetings, before a game, during the game, just giving information or just, getting somebody hype, you never know how much it helps. So that's why I can be a leader this year. Off the field, so I feel like you can still, even though you're not able to participate, I feel like I can still do a lot of positive things and push people this year.
Xavier, we're going to try and jump across to Xavier again. Xavier, can you hear us and where are you calling in from tonight?
I'm from Massachusetts. I'm about 40 minutes south of Boston. And it's awesome to talk to you, Avery. Big Titans fan, and I'm so happy I got to see the first 4 years of your career.
Thanks, man. Yeah, had to come out east, man. Had to face. Had to come out east, man.
Hey,
but,
you moved closer to me, so it's okay. And my question was, you've had a great career. You're one of the best middle linebackers in the game right now. What is your personal favorite play of your career?
I don't know. I've had a lot of plays. Shoot, I'm trying to think. I'll probably say the most fun would be when I was with the Titans and we were playing the Broncos and forced a fumble, we recovered it, and offense goes back out there chasing me. Like that was so much fun. It was a great time to know that I was a huge part of winning the game.
Yeah, and the Broncos are the defending champs, so it was a huge win. I remember watching that game and watching Avery make that play, and it was just so special, and to hear him talk about it, it's pretty cool. That was the year after the Broncos won, and obviously the Titans weren't on that pedestal nationally yet, so getting a win over the defending champions, that just felt so good, helped the playoff race too, and it was just so special to, watch him make such a great play to really seal the game up.
I couldn't believe I actually, forced the fumble. And when we recovered it, I knew the game was over with. So, just to have that joy, it was crazy. And just to be able to celebrate with my teammates and my family in the stands, they were watching. It was awesome. It was a fun feeling. And to make plays like that on the field and then win the game is, huge.
I don't know whether your smile can get any bigger, right? Like, did your helmet pop off? I
jumped on the bench and just started getting the crowd up. Man, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, lifetime, and that's the drug, right? That's the adrenaline.
That's why I keep pushing myself. That's why I keep pushing.
Man. Love it. Hey, well, thanks again. Thanks, Xavier, for holding on. And Avery,
thank you.
I was going to say it would have been quite amazing for your management and obviously the Jets to say you're coming out east just to move closer to Xavier. So now that you've met Xavier, it's all over. Yeah. Classy. Hey, so now we're going to move across to a shout out from Shane. Shane basically wants to know what's it like being a part of the rivalry with the Patriots. How does that impact the games?
Man, it's definitely it's a good rivalry, man. They're the defending champs, and they're just always in the hunt, for the Super Bowl playoffs, winning the division. So, man, it's intense. So you try to make sure that you're on point, every time you play them. It's a game that everybody's juiced up for, and fans and the players. So, man, especially I know it's gonna be crazy this year, Monday night game. It's gonna be huge. I wish I could play in it, but it's definitely. It's a good game, man. Going against I say the greatest quarterback, of all time. So it's fun to compete against a guy like that, and just to be able to go out there and try to get a win from him. It's awesome.
It's going to be awesome to watch too. That's the best part, just seeing it all happen, because it's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Hey, so Chris, I was going to bring Chris back into the conversation quickly before we go. Give us your thoughts on that Patriots rivalry there, Chris.
Oh, I love it. I'm there every year. Whenever they're the home team, I'm always there. It started. I'm still a young guy yet, but I went with my mom when Sheldon was on the team, Sheldon Richardson. He got us tickets to go with him in the locker room after the game. This was the game where Fitzpatrick threw the game-winning touchdown in overtime to Eric Decker at the time. And from then on, I had to make it a tradition to go every year. It was just such a surreal moment, and even if we win or lose, it's just so exciting to be there. It's just it's a great experience. This year, though, unfortunately, with Avery not playing, one thing that was kind of hinted but not really mentioned is that Avery's just as valuable on the field as he is off the field, just to help out everyone that's there, especially the young guys. I have a lot of faith in Blake Cashman, another great personality. I don't see a lot of comparisons, but I do compare Blake to Avery a lot. They're always in every play, and their personalities compare a lot. They're really good people persons, and he's just both of them are just really good people, and especially Blake being a rookie, he's got such poise to play, and now, unfortunately, you know, it's just next man up. That's the business side of it, and I think that Avery's definitely going to be a big part of just developing these young guys that are in his place for this year.
Let me get my charger real quick. My computer's about to die.
Sweet, bro.
Go right ahead.
Hey. So, I mean, again,
no, be careful there, bro.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, I said be careful there, bro. I see you jogging out here.
See that? I still run.
Yeah.
So Avery, right? You know, there's a big thing, and your fans are all saying it. It's your mental strength, your power, your positivity. Like, and again, bringing up those younger players, that's got to also feel good to be part of that and to be known for that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's definitely it feels really good, man, to know that I'm still needed around and wanted around, you know, to help be in the development process of guys on this team. And, you know, it shows the impact that I have. And only being here for a year, but I feel like it can make it an even bigger impact, you know, this year. And just coming back next year stronger and better and ready to take on a bigger leadership role and also being able to play.
And prove everybody that you know you can do it. That's the best part. When you come back stronger than ever and start smashing it on the field, it's like, there you go, I've done it. And that's the goal, right? That's the playback. Hey, so talking about pumping things up, Brendan, who a bit of shout out from Brendan, wanted to know what song gets you moving at the moment when you're working out, rehabbing, getting ready for games, all that sort of stuff. What's your sort of number one at the moment?
I don't even actually have a number one. You know, it's kind of more of just like the mood I'm in. You know, if I'm in like I don't know, it just depends. You know, if I'm in like a hype mood, I mean, might put on some Travis Scott, Gucci, something like that. I don't know, it just depends. But I might be in like a relaxed mood and put on some Drake, you know, something like slow, chill. You know, it just depends. It depends. I'm never just stuck on one genre of music.
Very cool. All right, well, guys, Avery, we're going to say thank you, and thank you to all the fans, and thanks for everyone's support, and thanks for holding on. Please keep your eye on Avery's channel on CoStar. We'll always have the updates on his progress, always more fan casts. He's chatting with fans, making fans laugh, making them feel good. And of course, always go back to your channel, back to Avery's channel to watch highlights from this fan cast and others. And as you do, always show lots of love and support. So thanks, everybody. Avery, I want to pass it over to you to say good evening, good night, and give you the final word.
Hey, man, thank y'all for staying on the FanCast. Sorry I was a little bit late. Definitely going to make sure I'm on time. I'm at my phone on me next time. But, nah, man, it's awesome. Great seeing everybody. The support means a lot. So, man, just keep on following me on this journey and praying for me and ready to bounce back and to keep supporting this team.